can you really negotiate interest rates on CRE? Thanks.
Can you negotiate interest rates? I mean,
generally speaking, Ben, you may have a different situation with your lenders, but generally speaking, there's not too much negotiating room. Look, unless you use there's debt teams, very good debt teams out there, and I'll speak for the one at Ripco. They have so many different relationships with different lenders that they do have some level of influence to get the lenders to work against each other, essentially, to come up with the best price and terms. But no, it's typically not the easiest thing to negotiate interest rates.
You can try, okay? Borrowing money is, like I said, you got you and you got the bank. You got to find a meeting point that you both can swallow. Do I negotiate with banks? Hell yeah, I negotiate with everybody. I even negotiate with him. Yeah. When he can't give me the price I want, well, Ari, we got a nice fat commission in there. And, he's willing to help me and work with me to some point that it makes sense for everybody. Everything's negotiable. But typically, it depends on the size you are, depends how big you are. It depends on what risk you're in. Interest only is negotiable. Everything's negotiable in life. But typically, it depends who you are and what you got and how much risk you are. If I go to a bank and I want to borrow $10 million, I'm no friggin' risk. They know that. So they're going to negotiate with me as best they can. All right? It's all about your weight. And believe me, look at me. I got plenty of weight.
Yeah, now, and tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but also part of like the quote-unquote negotiation, that'd be just shopping around different banks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that is really part of the negotiation for yourself, to take it upon yourself to get the best rate possible to benefit yourself. So you should take the opportunity to go shop around all these different banks and see who's really going to give you the best terms for your deal. So that is really part of the negotiation.
You're shopping.
Right?
You got to shop for money. Borrow money is shopping,
No, and if you don't have the time, that's when a good debt broker that has all those relationships that gets those banks to compete against each other.
When I started out, I had a broker handle everything.
Yep.
He did it all for me because he shopped around. He had access to all these different banks. He found out which bank had a taste for what I had. He got the best deal for me. He put it on the table. He said, listen, I spoke to everybody, and this is the best deal I got for you. I took it. That's where you hire professionals. And everything you do in life, try to hire professionals.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Shout out AB. Thank you for the super chat. Good question for us right now. Is it too late to negotiate a commercial broker's commission after you've signed an agreement? 6%. What are must-haves on a lease? Also,
well, the first part, Ari, you can talk about.
Two-part question.
I mean, I'll let him explain it because he's an expert and he's been in that situation many times. And we just tell it like it is here, Ari.
So look, the truth is everything's negotiable. But if somebody signs a document at a certain commission rate, then that's a form of commitment, but it's not binding. So you would hope when people sign that commission agreement.
Binding if you close that deal.
Absolutely. Until that deal is closed and that closing statement's signed, then yes, technically everything is negotiable. But typically speaking, Ben falls into this category. Our fees are usually not renegotiated.
I mean, you sign a document for a broker to market your property and to go out there and spend all this time talking to buyers and trying to sell your property. Then you agreed to pay him a commission, then you got to pay it. It's a legal document. Now, it's the brokers are the smart guys, trust me, okay? If they know they're not coming through because of the market, not their fault, the market's the market. You can't control the market. If I want $5 million, but he's saying, listen, Ben, the market's only going to pay you $4 million. Well, for me to take $1 million hit, Ari would probably say, well, maybe I can work with you. Maybe I can work with the other broker. He's going to do everything he's got to do to close that deal. All right. Because he's in that deal. He, it's much better he gets something than nothing. So he's a smart guy. He likes to make deals happen. Okay. That's when you got a good broker. Now, if you got a broker that says, well, it's not my problem, then that's the wrong broker. All right. But everything's negotiable. But if you sign that document and you go to closing on whatever price you agreed to, then yes, you got to pay the commission.
Facts.
I like it.
That's how they make a living. These guys work in big fancy offices. How many people are on the team?
5.
5 people, 5 mouths to feed. And those 5 mouths to feed probably all got mouths to feed. Everybody's got to make money.
Yeah,
everybody's got to live. His name might be Nathan, but he can't live off of hot dogs.
Not for long, at least.
Thinking about doing a real estate deal? Get me on the phone. I have over 30 years experience and have bought and sold over $1 billion worth of real estate. You can get me on the phone, you can have a private meeting, and we can even do lunch, baby. Go to benmal.com/shop and book a consult today.